no clue what remorse is. Just pure bloodlust.
A true beast in every sense of the word.
It is Scarlett in the building, BX, hot in the town, right?
You already know what it is.
Got a hot joint, hot record. I see you. Funk Flex. DJ Juanito's on the set. Let's do it.
Brock Lesnar began his career dominating WWE, was nearly unstoppable in MMA, and has spent over a decade dominating the WWE landscape since returning.
Yo, you don't fuck with the wrong one, but it's all good. Bust out the wrong gun, cause it's all good. Life is like a box of chocolate, covered in shit. It's like they never seem to warn you of how scary it gets. See, I try to understand why niggas do the things they do, say the things they say, move the way they move, drink the way they drink, do the way they do. I just call the homie and the bullet is the proof, cause it's the shit that makes you party hot, shit that makes your body rock, shit that makes your body shake, probably get you Simba. Who got the keys to my Beamer? Pretty face, slim waist, ass fatter than Selena, dark girl, rose gold, break necks, have you seen her? And I make her meet the like he a cannabis eater. You know what to do with me, frontin' like you cool with me, tricking niggas, robbing niggas, say nothing. You's a bitch, coming around with the same shit, on the same corner, with they same purpose, really fucking up my nerves. I'm trying to understand why you looking in that mirror and believing to romance. Is this the shit that makes your party hot? To get you Molly Rock. You's a bitch.
My niggas is up. Yo. My niggas is up. My bitches is up. My pistols is up. Consecutively. You niggas could blow me, I'm with the smoke. Last nigga I sent the wave towards his Mr. Boat. Sucker nigga smiling all in my face. I missed the joke. I would tear a nigga off myself. And listen, all these games other rappers be playing militia code. I don't need a nigga, I'll feed a nigga to slit his throat. I'm a lead, I could die now beat. I did the most concrete mixed with a little shady weezy and those shit is sweets. But the streets say I need no mix. Instagram and why even niggas need to promote. You got calling me boss, you with the look. My niggas did the time on their head. Look at the brain. A lot of niggas getting pressed when it's on, they don't see the shit. You ain't here to perform, why'd you even promote? If you ain't ready to die, why'd you even propose? Like the thing with the grenades, did that you like we can play, nigga? Consecutively, my niggas is up, my bitches is up, my pistols is up. Consecutively, my niggas is up, my bitches is up, my pistols is up. Consecutively, my niggas is up, my bitches is up, my pistols is up. Consecutively,
yo, my niggas is up, been there for some years, just a couple more million, bought a couple more shares. See niggas come and go like you can move with chairs. I just pass one rapper who's broke in his hair. My pistols is up, the bullets look like flares. We've been hunting so long, y'all niggas look like dares. I got a wife, I don't think my size bitch even cares. So ain't no lipstick, bitch, you know that it's fierce. You ain't been fucking with me, now I'm the nigga to watch. It was all 2000 when I was signed to Koch. Now it's small niggas, my bars is up, and so is your run. You made a couple dollars, nigga, at least you have fun. I'm just giving you facts, I'm not saying you done. Maybe skip this rapping shit and start raising your son. I ain't throwing up the schools, I'm proud to buy like one. One nigga, Silverback, I get that shit money. really out here.
It's the air and the beat that makes me act like a G. My exhibition started back in '93. When wasn't nobody listening but Warren and me. To all the non-believers now I bet you see. Nobody does it better than me. We come close as that goes. Yeah. Original they never will be. Watch it. You know it from coast to coast. Yeah.
He leaves the ring and there's no countouts in this one. Carefully playing a stomp to the arm.
Devastating brainbuster.
He's got it. This could be it. Into the pay window.
The stepping over right there.
Thank you for watching ESPN Unlimited. Live streaming sports and premium content. Subscribe to ESPN.
Pain now.
This is a very dangerous situation now.
Spinning heel kick. Look at this superhuman power. Okay, he's re-entering the ring. Pin's broken up. I can't believe it. Had Mrs. Playbook scouted.
Into a swift chop block.
From the streets to the stage, a new kind of king has arrived. He's arrogant, ignorant, real, raw, rogue. He's a talent, or guy who didn't care. He's a jerk, genius, asshole, relationship useless, street nigga, certified.
You find something real messed up that messes your mind, you think it's going to be traumatizing to you, you don't know how to act, okay, go off. Because he should have hid it better, should have had his pimp shit together better. Okay, deal. Now, let's go to the day-to-day. Flip side. You go through your man's things.
There's so much news that I wanted to talk about today. I wanted to talk about Elon Musk's rocket exploding 4 minutes after launch. This doesn't make it a successful flight, but does make it a successful metaphor. To the haters who said Musk couldn't possibly destroy something faster than Twitter, just like talk about the presidential race. Earl Robert F. Kennedy Jr., the famous anti-vaxxer, launched a primary campaign against Joe Biden. If you ask me, it's pretty bold to build your entire campaign on being anti-vaccine, since so many of the people who might vote for you are. But
shows that this is still
Fortunately,
anybody's match
we
at this
didn't spend time on any of that because there's another thing going on, and surprise, surprise, it's gun violence. Now, I don't want to spend every day this week talking about guns, but this is America, and it's not giving me a choice. Maybe you noticed that a lot of this week's gun violence is something in common.
Random things that happen all the time. A mixed-up address, pulling into the wrong driveway, or confusing one car from another. Responsible for a third time in a week, seemingly innocent moments of confusion that led to bloodshed. From Kansas City, where a teen who approached the wrong doorstep is recovering from 2 bullet wounds, to New York State, where a 20-year-old woman was fatally shot after the car she was in accidentally drove up the wrong driveway. And now in Elgin, Texas, a high school cheerleader has been shot and seriously wounded after her friend apparently approached the wrong car.
Police say Peyton Washington and Heather Roth were in a parking lot when Roth opened a car she thought was one of their own and saw a man inside. Roth says the man started firing as she was apologizing.
Does anyone else watching these stories feel like they're losing their goddamn minds? I mean, call me old-fashioned. Whatever happened to asking a person one big question? Are you confused about why a stranger is at your house? Before you open fire, open your mouth and just ask them, can I help you? It's not that hard. Look, I know you have Second Amendment rights, America, but you also have First Amendment rights. Use them. We were paying attention to them now. Now because a few of them happened in 1 week. What's wild is these wrong place shootings happen all the time. Because America's a country where every day 2 people are armed, scared, and end up using lethal force because Google Maps did nothing. I mean, what does it say when the most dangerous job in America is Jehovah's Witness? You know what? You know how bad things have gotten? Remember that couple in St. Louis, the Clothesline? A couple of years ago, they went out onto their front yard and pointed their guns at protesters. They got a lot of shit for it. You know what? They didn't fire anything. And I never thought I'd say this, but please, America, do more like these gun nuts. Alright, pick it up. Alright, let's move on to something else that's quintessentially American. People losing their shit on airplanes.
We turn now to a Southwest passenger's outburst over a crying baby that forced the plane to land before its destination.
Who are our baby sports?
This morning, it's admitted a meltdown of epic proportions aboard one Southwest flight, not just from the baby on board, but also from an adult passenger.
You know, in a tin can with a baby in a goddamn echo chamber, and you want to talk to me about being okay? So it's the baby!
I don't care what the situation is, that is never a strong argument. Oh, to a baby moving pants in public, but I've been thrown out of this TJ Maxx. Yeah, this guy totally lost. Somebody should have checked their emotional baggage. Southwest, that's an extra $50. This story raises a lot of questions about passenger behavior and parental responsibilities. And I want to dig into all these angles with the greatest news team in the world. Let's go to the airport right now with Roy Wood Jr. Roy! What did the flight attendant say?
Heading back to the ring.
So good.
Right. You interviewed the flight attendant, right?
Yeah, I was going to interview him, but the flights are so good, it's so slow, but it's so good.
Right. I'm sorry, what's going on?
I just wanted to relax a little bit and smoke joints.
swinging neck
basically
breaker.
unlock. You just walk up, punch security guard, and then you're getting your next shit. That's it. Get out of there, okay? It's not safe. Don't worry, dude. I can't physically die. Okay, I see the flag coming. Oh, bring it out. Bring it out. Let's go.
Got another single behind the
What are you doing? You're playing on me.
He breaks the submission. He starts fighting again.
You weren't even at the airport.
Oh, I flew. This does work.
Carefully measured. Again, assailing the joints of the leg. And referee cuts off the count in one.
The fact that these superstars can still be moving at this level
Live from the Blue Note. Come on.
Peace and love party.
Trippie Redd is one of the most hated artists right now. Wow. To answer that question, you gotta go all the way back when it all started. He first came in the game. I don't know if a lot of people remember, but I know I remember because I used to listen to the kid in about 2017. So when he started, the first thing everybody said about Trippie was he sounds just like Uzi. And at the time, I was so lost. I was like, bro, Trippie do not sound like Uzi. And to this day, I still don't think Trippie sound like Uzi. So I don't even know why he came up with that comparison. But for you to be getting compared to another artist as soon as you get in the game, it's not good. And that right there really set a trend in Trippie's career. Him getting compared a lot. And it was like not even a full year after he started getting all these comparisons to Uzi. Something else that had people looking at, bro, crazy. It's not. And I know y'all remember the whole X and Trippie there. When they dropped one of, if not the biggest song on SoundCloud, and they was real good friends, always together, always taking pictures. You know, they was locked in, like, it was real cool. Around the time X passed away, what's leading up to X and Trippie on the beat. I remember this because I was on the live. Trippie was live, and out of nowhere, this nigga Trippie Redd was just like, I can't remember exactly. He was like, X or Weird Beater or something crazy like that. And that started a whole beef between them. X the same type of thing. X too. This was a hectic match. He stole Steve my style. He stole my style. He just collided with him. Like during the time leading up to X's death, Trippie just kept talking about him. And when X passed, Trippie got on social media and was like, bro, that's my brother. I can't believe my brother died. Rest in peace, my brother. And you know what came with that. Everybody was calling him corny. Everybody was calling him fake. Everybody was like, bro, you a snake. What are you talking about? How y'all was just beefing? Now y'all cool. Not he your brother, but you was just calling him a woman beater. Like, you feel me? And like before, this set a trend in Trippie's career. Everybody looked at him like a cornball. Even though he was just paying respect, you know how the internet is. And you know the thing about fame is that what the people think about you is really all that matters. When people look at Trippie crazy, tainted his name. But you're probably thinking I'm missing something about 2018. I mean, it was 2018 for Trippie Redd. In the months leading up to this whole X situation, y'all know the infamous Trippie Redd versus 6ix9ine beef. Man, that was probably one of the craziest beef runs in hip-hop ever. But they started beef. It was always going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But it was something different about this situation. 6ix9ine was a million times bigger than Trippie Redd. Even though, honestly, Trippie Redd got better music, 6ix9ine was the bigger artist, had more eyes on him. Whenever he said something, he ran with it. So anytime 6ix9ine would say something about Trippie, all the meme pages going right with it, all the Instagram comments going right with it. So 6ix9ine says something, everybody just going along with it, making Trippie look worse. And then to add that X situation on top of it, made Trippie look even crazy. And look, even though in 2018, I think Trippie dropped his best project, Love Letter 2-3, it didn't really stop the hate. It might have suppressed it for a little bit, but Trippie didn't stop it. 2019 was a rough year for Trippie. At the start of the year, he ain't dropped no beef, right? And it was like, the hate was still there, but it wasn't as bad. People was just kind of not thinking about Trippie. He wasn't really dropping no beats, but nothing was standing out to see. Until he dropped the album Exploration. That album hurt Trippie's career so bad. The album came out, the world thought it was dog shit. Niggas did not like that album. A lot of people still say that's Trippie's worst album of all time. Niggas was hating so much. That really put Trippie in a bad spot. And to make it all worse, so when this album came out, it had a Cardi feature, right? And everybody on the internet said, that's the best song on the album. Everybody said that song with Cardi was the best song on the album, best verse on the album. They said Cardi had the best verse on the album, better than anything Trippie did on that project. And before the first to the album was up, the Cardi song, for some reason, got took off the album. And you know what the internet did best. Like I said, plenty of my other videos. So that song got took off the album. Everybody was like, oh, Trippie jealous. He jealous that Cardi had the best verse on the album. He was like, he jealous Cardi got the best song on the album. And so Trippie got mad and took it off. And that's what a lot of people believe to this day. And I don't think that's true. I don't think Trippie Redd would take the best-selling song on his album off. The song that's bringing you the most streams, the most sales, you gonna take that off because you're jealous? Like, be realistic. Do it make sense for Trippie to take the best-selling song off his album? So you cutting your money down because mad a nigga got a verse better than you? I don't think that's what happened, but that's what the world thinks happened. And once they win, made people look at him like, oh, after what the world thinks, this is the worst album that the 2020 could have been for something he ain't had no business being. So y'all remember when it first came along? Corvette, y'all remember that? Pop 100 in the morning. First blew up. Everybody really thought he was next up, right? He had a horse feature. He had a project he just came out with. Soon after releasing that project, he came out that he snitched. 14 years old. That changed everything for him. That literally changed like the whole trajectory of his career. After the paperwork came out, Uzi was talking to bro, was like, I don't want to be on your album, you gotta take me off. So he took the Uzi song off. But the song that didn't get took off was the Tusi feature. Basically, Tusi was like, I don't care about him snitching. That's not my business, nigga. All I was trying to do was make some money. He paid me for this feature. I hopped on the song. That's all Tusi said. But for some reason, Trippie Redd decided to DM Tusi talking about, so you made a song with a snitch. You know you cool with a rat. You made this song with a rat. And Tusi was basically like, nigga, I don't care. Like, it's not your business. Like, why are you putting yourself in my business? Stay over there, do what you do. And once again, like I said at the start of the video, the cornball shit became a trend. After that came out, everybody was calling Trippie a cornball again. And myself, even though I think a lot of the hate Trippie gets undeserved, that shit was deserved. Why are you putting yourself in another grown man business? That was really some crazy cornball shit. I swear to God, that was so boring. And I think it's just bored.
He's in a state of distress now.
He don't make like generic rap. You know, he always had that rock aesthetic. He always brought a rock to the music. I hate to admit it, but the rap community not like change. Do something different. And, being honest, y'all know that's how the rap game goes. When his music sounded different, people look at his sales different. And the thing with Trippie and his albums, the sales always be random. Like one album he'll sell 100K, next album he'll sell 60K, next album he'll sell 85K, next album he'll sell 50K. It's always so random with Trippie albums. You can't expect a certain amount of sales from Trippie. That don't matter in the rap game. They gon' clown you. That's one thing a rapper really knows about album sales. But I think Trippie is way worse than what these other rappers did. Trippie sell on the album, the whole internet is clowning. But if another rapper sell low, the internet might clown him a little bit, but not as bad as Trippie. Like when he dropped this 2020 album, Pegasus, and it sold 60K, niggas clowned him so bad. Even though the last album he dropped sold 100K plus and went #1, bro, he just keeps getting worse, man. All throughout 2022, the clone comments came back. This time it wasn't about Uzi. It was about his partner, Cardi. I'm not gonna lie, I'm being completely honest. Around this time, Trippie definitely was looking just like Cardi. One way he wasn't like Cardi was this concert right here. This concert right here was for his newest album, and I'm gonna talk about it in a second. So basically, Trippie came out at the show. They said he was 3 hours late. And when he got on stage, he didn't have no stage presence. And he was throwing niggas like really booing him, talking about like they want they money back. When Trippie Redd first announced his newest album, he set himself up to get clapped. This nigga Trippie Redd dropped a 25-song album. Every single song had a feature except the album had that many songs and that many features. Right? The album sold 100K plus. He was getting clowned. And people would say he only sold that much because of the feature. And if he did bad, which it looked like it's finna do, it looked like it's finna sell 50K with the features from as the entire industry. He was gonna get clowned. It was a lose-lose situation. No matter what Trippie did in that situation, he was gonna lose. He was gonna get clowned regardless. And to make it worse, the album is 25 songs. I wish rappers would stop doing that. Some is just announced the album that he most likely not dropping Friday. I got 25 songs on it. Why is y'all dropping that many songs? That's way too many. It's gonna make niggas not want to listen to it. Like, bro, I swear to God, the other day I was in the car with my cousin. I'm playing the Trippie album. He like, I ain't listen to it. I'm like, bro, why? I'm like, bro, the album hard. Why ain't listen to it yet? Bro said, I swear, this nigga said the album too long. He looked at that album and said, hell no, he did not want to listen to too many songs. Y'all niggas put this on old ass album. It's not the first time I done said this. I said this is a previous video. Personally, I don't think the album's bad for most of the internet comments, which is gonna happen, bro. And even though the Trippie done did a lot that deserved it, didn't deserve a backlash, I think he is overrated. Trippie done did a lot for that. He got one of the biggest songs of all time. Literally, a lot of people don't respect him for that. They don't respect him as the one that's not rap. He don't get treated how Uzi and Cardi get treated, which I can understand. He hasn't done like as much as them, but still, I think he deserves some respect. And I do think he getting a little too much hate. What if his career was like my last video? What would King Von's like if he was still alive?
Anyway, let's quickly delve into this Trap Lord Ross video.
And you gotta think that all the plans are out the window after that.
The Trap Lord Ross dropped
I think these competitors expected this to be a difficult challenge.
You know, the crazy part of this video is
more and more dangerous.
The crazy part of the video is, look at the description, bro. It says, watch the uncut version of something. I'm like, no, this ain't the full video. It's hours. Nah, this video is so long. Okay, anyway, we're not going to be watching all 3 hours of this. You guys can definitely go watch it. Susan Chapel Ross, you know, I rock with him. But apparently, he did this video, and it's called King Von Raps for a Serial Killer. Why is King Von being accused of or being seen as a serial killer? Because it has now come to pass that essentially King Von's name has been tied to several murders. More than 5, some people believe more than 10. Okay? Now, we should probably, before we even get into this, let's Google serial killer, right? Like, not serial killers. Let me see. Definition of a serial killer.
Now, it says, and this is from the Oxford Dictionary, I'm guessing, a person who commits a series of murders, often with no apparent motive, and typically following a characteristic predictable behavior pattern. Let's go to this one. What classifies someone as a serial killer? The term serial killers means a series of 3 or more killings, not less than one of which was committed within the United States, having common characteristics such to suggest the reasonable possibility that the crimes were committed by the same actors. Now, let's go to FBI. Right? This is an FBI source right here. Oh, wow. The terms, by the way, this is an FBI website. I gotta go all the way up there to see it. This is on FBI.gov, right? So, let's go to the part that we were trying to get back to, my bad. So, the term serial killer, yeah, okay, so I just read that. All right. So if somebody kills over 3 people, and I'm guessing it would probably have to be 3 instances of murder. So for y'all thinking, like, if somebody does a mass murder where they kill multiple people at the same time, that person isn't a serial killer, right? They're a mass murderer, but they're not a serial killer. A serial killer means that they're doing multiple events of committing the act of murder, right? Okay, with that being said, I think we kind of have you guys know what a serial killer is, kind of, right? Let's kind of watch this thing and see, like, if King Von fits any of these criteria. Here we go. We're going to get past the intro. Let's see what the fuck. Oh, he defines it too.
That isn't embellished or fabricated, but when it comes to rappers who truly keep it real, the Chicago drill scene has dominated for the last decade. First popularized by Chief Keef, the Chicago drill wave was characterized by rappers that grew up in the most dangerous blocks in America, with these up-and-coming artists rapping plainly and honestly about what they experienced growing up. Shootings on the block, disrespecting dead enemies, and constantly being chased by the police. Chicago drill rappers took gangster rap to raw new heights, where the stories behind the music could be matched up with the local news reports on the latest homicides. However, what happens when the people doing the killing start making the music too? Because in the years after Chief Keef popularized the violent stories of Chicago gang life, one of those gangsters killing people in the streets picked up a microphone too and started rapping in the first person from the perspective the actual killer. King Von had a reputation in Chicago as a fearless killer before he'd even started rapping, and it's widely believed, based on the statements he made in his own songs, that Von himself could have killed as many as 7 people in his career as a gangbanger, with more murders even taking place after he got rich and famous, with it being rumored that Von used his money and influence from the rap game to have old enemies in Chicago killed, and going on a journey which, in my opinion, takes him far beyond a street player who had to kill to survive in the mean streets of Chicago, because if King Von's tweets are anything to go by, he simply loved killing people. And the sheer amount of people that King Von allegedly played a role in killing has led to intense speculation as to whether he was a full-blown serial killer. A title which King Von's enemies even said that him and his friends took personal pride in. Now, the FBI defines a serial killer as a person who kills over 3 people with time spans in between them of more than a month. Furthermore, serial killers tend to have an element of psychological gratification, which plays a role in the motive for their murders. The FBI also state that a serial killer might seek various kinds of gratification through their killings, such as anger, thrill-seeking, financial gain, or simply for attention. I personally believe over the course of his career, King Von demonstrated all of these characteristics and can indeed be classified as a serial killer. King Von frequently exhibited behavior in public that conformed with these rules, tweeting regularly about his desire to kill, bragging about having committed specific murders in his music, which attracted him international attention, and real anthems about murdering rivals, making him a rich man with millions in his bank account. The FBI also point out another characteristic of serial killers, specifically that their victims may all have something in common. For example, a demographic...
Yeah, his victim had in common that he hated them motherfuckers. Jesus. Or his victim, you know what all his victims had in common? Them niggas is GDs. That's it.
profile, appearance, gender, or race. And it would appear that King Von only killed young black men and women from the community he lived in. These were all people just like him.
I don't think that's a mode of having a similar, like, it's like dating people that live in a community you live in, right? You're probably going to date people who either look like you or who are in the same financial position. But I get the parallel he's making.
Being born into a rundown part of Chicago and growing up with a lot of disadvantages. All that really separated Von from his victims were the fact that they were from a rival territory, and he believed that nobody would miss them. King Von has officially been implicated in 4 murders, 2 where he was suspected of being involved, but the police didn't have enough evidence to charge, and 1 case where he narrowly received a not guilty verdict after a key witness disappeared and a co-defendant implicated himself. Another that he's accused of organising with 5 of his closest childhood friends, the shooting of rival rapper FBG Duck in broad daylight at a busy shopping district. Von will never face justice for due to him losing his life only months before the feds would swoop in and arrest all 5 of his close friends. This particular murder would go down as one of the most brazen assassinations carried out in Chicago since the days of Al Capone. But in total, there's over 10 murders of which King Von has been connected to over the years, and nobody has looked into all of them in great detail until now. So today, we're going to take a closer look at the man, his past, and his career to find out once and for all if King Von really was the first serial killer in hip-hop history.
He was in jail for 2 murders?
No, 1 murder and 2 attempts.
4 shooters and a hail of bullets.
All of them was scatterbombed. All of them was scatterbombed.
Police found several shell casings in this parking lot.
King Von was bloodthirsty, he loved death, he loved killing.
Not gonna lie.
Oh, man.
Disagree. I don't know the other thing.
King Von had an insatiable obsession with murder and violence.
The shooting leaves 1 person dead, 4 others injured.
Me? I know you ain't no me outside.
King Von probably would be considered like a serial killer.
They labeled the man a serial killer.
King Von, real name Davon Bennett, was born on August the 9th, 1994, in Chicago, Illinois. Growing up on West 78th in South Hermitage, in an area known as Killer Ward, an area mainly affiliated with the Chicago gangs, the Gangster Disciples, and the Black Peace Stones. Von would attend Barton Elementary School in the area, but despite starting life as a fairly normal kid in Chicago, he would be subjected to the influence of gangbanging in his family home from a young age. His father was Walter E. Bennett.
Here, come get the money.
Well-known street dude from nearby Ada Park. Von was mainly raised by his mother, as his father was in and out of jail throughout his childhood. But Von's father was apparently a legend in the streets, with ties to the street gang, the Black Disciples. However, much like Von, despite the fearsome reputation he'd earned in the streets,
Dad, I forgot. You give me some damn pennies. I'm leaving. I'm not taking that, Dad. You're fucking some pennies.
When Von was only 11 years old.
Dad can't pay for my ice cream.
By a sniper outside a skating rink.
I can't.
According to an interview with King Von's own.
Never mind, Dad. I'm on.
I'm with big bro every day. Killer's dead with a sniper. This is deep though, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I don't have no cash.
That's another story.
I'm not taking no quarters.
Quarters is not bad.
I'm not taking no quarters.
I don't have dollars. I don't. I only got my card. I'm not giving you my card.
What type of beef
You can take, because don't give me the quarters.
No, I need that credit card.
Oh, you can't take the credit card.
Basically get a sniper rifle.
Mom got the credit card.
That might be a very effective.
I ain't got no credit cards.
You lying.
I don't have no credit card.
If you and Oprah,
I swear to God, I don't have no credit card.
Actually, one of the tall ass buildings, and you just get the sniper rifle and aiming at your op's house is only a block away. That might be a cheat code. But I've never heard somebody in the hood getting killed from a sniper rifle.
I do not have your credit card.
No, I don't have a credit card.
You have a bank card.
That's not a credit card.
You call it a credit card.
It's a debit card.
I don't have your debit card.
You have a debit card, I'm saying.
Why?
Come take these quarters then.
Hell no.
Quarters is money. Quarters is money.
That shit is like $6 fucking, and I'm not giving no $6 in quarters.
Oh my God, that's crazy. That's spoiled. You can't do that.
That's too late.
Make way for the double champ.
Well, just take these quarters and go get some ice cream. Y'all spoiled brats. I guess if you taking it, you can take my credit card. I mean my debit card. I'm not taking no quarter. I said if you take it, you can take the debit card.
Yeah, he's braver than most. Superstars always say that being a champion is a constant battle.
I don't have a credit card.
Even if you're not defending the title, the pressure is still constantly on you to deliver.
We'll see how far that bravery takes him momentarily, Byron.
And then there's AJ.
Nah, I'm changing it right now. I'm putting only $7.
He's a competitor who has always been his own man. He's played by his rules and stayed true to himself throughout his career.
That's right. AJ's cut his own path through the industry. He's always aimed high, and he misses his target. I'm sure he's got big aspirations.
I know. I said that. I said that.
He went right into that turnbuckle. A handstand into a Pele kick.
Walmart for what?
We're not done yet. Insult to injury. Uh-oh, this is just vicious. No, that'll break his arm. Vicious.
And AJ might have to adjust those big aspirations he has for himself after taking that hit.
It's nothing he hasn't been through before.
Styles has no control here.
AJ's got to slow this momentum down. Going up high. What in the world? This may pay off big time. Or could lead to disaster.
I don't know. You're just supposed to be going to Sonics, and that's it.
Everyone else enjoy.
Supposed to be going to Sonics.
That move wasn't originally intended for the top rope, but that's what we just saw.
Here he goes for the win. Then he closes it out.
You're not supposed to spend that much either.
Put this guy away.
All right. Oh my God.
Rapid knee drops. He now just looks helpless to every attack.
Yeah, this flurry's proven to be quite the challenge for him here.
And the phenomenal AJ Styles certainly.
Okay, consider that a harsh lesson. Wow.
Yes. I'm trying to relax and watch Snowfall.
Consider Cole, it's not a bad condition to be in at this point in the match.
Yes. It's already on. I'm already watching it. This is crazy. This is crazy. Oh, shit. What is this? Oh, that's happening. I can't. Yeah, what is this? How'd that happen? Yes. I'm watching it.
He's just getting beaten at all fronts here. Might want to walk it off or shake it off or do whatever he needs to do to get his head in the game here.
AJ Styles might be headed for a rear loss unless he turns things around. Oh, man, a little extra luster behind that kick.
Uh-oh, this is just vicious. No, that'll break his arm. Vicious.
And Styles is taking a lot of offense now.
AJ's opponent actually rising to Styles' level by the looks of things.
Oh, man, that'll bend your arm.
Styles wobbling, looks vulnerable.
AJ caught him.
Could be a chance for Styles to change the complexion of this match.
There we go. He's going good to you right now.
He breaks the ref's count after one.
Somehow still in this fight.
You about to walk to the gas station?
Very nice.
Okay.
He's staring his opponent down, getting into that zone.
of the match. This isn't the smartest thing to do, antagonizing your opponent instead of attacking him. AJ's looking for it.
Yes. No. Don't know that.
I'm just as shocked as everyone else, Cole. His opponent included.
And now AJ has to recalibrate, has to gather himself again. Get to the midsection, double underhook. And uncanny showing of power.
Right now, he is just fighting for his life.
Tough position to be caught in here. Straight impact down the throat. Great wherewithal on the counter.
Reciprocating the initial reversal.
Oh, smash! Turning the tables there.
German suplex turns the tides.
Able to prevent Styles' attack.
Here is your winner, Dirty4andahalf.
Oh, you more.
Look out!
Corkscrew cross.
Thank you.
Good Lord.
Okay. Good night. Love you more. Love you more. I won't.
Surprise, surprise, the hottest toy on the market at the time resulted in a daily syndicated animated series, one of the easiest programming decisions ever made, a narrative blank slate with the potential to define those characters for generations to come, instead delivering live-action pratfalls and celebrity guest appearances. Hi, I'm Dan Larson, and this is the history of the Super Mario Bros. Super Show. Thank you to 80stees.com for sponsoring this video. Click the link in the description below and use code TOYGALAXY to get 30% off your order today. 80stees.com started off as a source for t-shirts inspired by all things pop culture from the 1980s, but there's more to the 80s than just the 80s. They've got shirts inspired by the 70s, the decade that paved the way for the 80s. They've got shirts inspired by the 90s, the decade that carried on the legacy of the 80s. They've got shirts inspired by the 2000s, because the 80s isn't just a decade, it's a state of mind. Whether your interests are laser focused on one thing, say movies, there's plenty of choices from Jaws to Shaun of the Dead. If your interests bounce around, they've got shirts from cartoons to video games, superheroes to music and wrestling. From Transformers to Dungeons & Dragons, Gollum to Ron Burgundy, Darkwing Duck to Powerpuff Girls, from Pong to Street Fighter 2. Their goal is to have something for everyone that loves retro pop culture. Whether your favorite cartoon is Gem and the Holograms or Robotech, or your favorite movie is The Karate Kid or 16 Candles, you'll find something you love. Click the link below and use code TOYGALAXY for 30% off your order today. Again, that's code TOYGALAXY for 30% off your order. Thanks again to ADT.com. The Super Mario Bros. Super Show is part live-action, part animated series that originally aired one season of 65 episodes from September to December of 1989. Born from the market-dominating popularity of the Nintendo Entertainment System, the love of Super Mario Bros. And a whole lot of fun. The Super Mario Bros. Super Show featured fully and live-action segments that generally didn't have anything to do with the animated shorts that were intended to be the focus of each episode. Or maybe it's the other way around. A Mario Bros. Cartoon briefly inserted into the middle of a live-action television show. Either way, way, Mario and his brother Luigi live in our world, the real world, and in the middle of each episode, they share a story from the plumber's log about their travels into the Mushroom Kingdom. Through a dimensional portal they stumbled upon in a pipe while fixing a bathtub. A portal party, if you will. In the real world, Mario and Luigi are full-time plumbers living in an apartment in Brooklyn, New York. Each episode, they are visited by a celebrity guest who has a problem, a request, or a challenge for the Mario Brothers that sets up the live-action segments and is resolved after the animated interlude. In the animated world, the Mario Brothers work alongside Princess Toadstool and Toad in the continuing fight against King Koopa and his quest to take over the Mushroom Kingdom. Every Friday, the Mario Brothers took the day off from their own cartoon to make way for the adventures from The Legend of Zelda instead. Similar to Mario and Luigi, Link teams up with Zelda and a fairy named Sprite to stop the evil demon from obtaining the Triforce of Wisdom, combining it with the Triforce of Power, and thereby conquering all of Hyrule. Both cartoons and the live-action segment pulled character sound effects and musical cues from their respective games, immersing the viewer in a Nintendo entertainment spectacle. Between 1983 and 1985, the video game industry in the United States was all but deceased. The entire market collapsed on itself thanks to too many games, too many bad games, and too many games that were copies of the games that were bad. That all changed in 1986 with the launch of the Nintendo Entertainment System, the console that single-handedly changed the perception of video games in the U.S., reignited the market, and made a lot of money. All while introducing the world to new brand characters like Mario and Luigi, Link, Zelda, Samus Aran, Simon Belmont, and that bulletproof dog from Duck Hunt. Nintendo of America was fully plugged into the fans' community with an official Nintendo Fun Club that kicked off in 1987 and then in 1988 began publishing Nintendo Power Magazine. Mario and other Nintendo characters were prominently featured on all manner of licensed merchandise. There was seemingly no limit to how far and into which media Nintendo could expand if they wanted to. As with any popular commercial franchise in America, an animated series was a foregone conclusion, a potential hit for whoever assumed the responsibility. The kids were ready to watch whatever got made, whenever it aired. 1988, the animation began working with Nintendo to try to figure out how to bring the Nintendo experience to cartoons. They previously adapted everything from music videos to toys, with shows like Kid Video, Rainbow Bright, Care Bears, Jason, Real Warriors, and Mash. They adapted movies like The Real Ghostbusters, TV shows like Al, sports entertainment with Hulk Hogan, rock wrestling, and even video games with pole position. In an interview with The Ringer in 2020, Geek Animation Chief Executive Andy Hayward said, quote, Nintendo had two plumbers, a princess, a very infectious song, and that was about it. And they wanted to see if we could come up with an animated TV series. The head of creative affairs, Robbie London, was happy with what he saw as creative freedom. In an interview in 2015, he explained that usually an adaptation of a TV series or movie can be restricted to stories, but video games were, in his words, so undeveloped in terms of character storyline and depth of lore that it left a lot of room for them to come up with their own creative. The contract with Nintendo included royalty payments beyond the normal licensing for the property. That motivated Deke to capitalize on as much of the Nintendo library as possible while keeping costs as low as possible. Their first attempt was initially titled the Super Mario Bros. Power Hour. Deke proposed a rotating block of animated shorts featuring segments from Super Mario Bros., The Legend of Zelda, and other popular games like Metroid, Castlevania, Double Dragon, and California games, similar to Ruby Spears' 1983 series Saturday Supercade, which featured Atari games like Frogger, Donkey Kong, Hubert, and Pitfall. But further development resulted in a daily syndicated series focused on Mario and Luigi, supplemented with The Legend of Zelda, and breaking the rest of the library off into its own weekly series called Captain N the Game Master, which we will come back to in a moment, to bring Mario to life with a less conventional approach, but one that's been successful in the past, animation and live action. As Geek head Andy Hayward put it, the Mario Brothers is such a unique property, we had to do it in a different way. We wanted to do a cartoon, but also do a show that extended beyond the cartoon. Mario's existing mythology, a plumber who finds himself in a wonderland through the looking glass by pipe-based warp zones, made for a logical connection to the real world and the animated world, blurring the line between the two realms. Geek had previously utilized live-action framing for their cartoons during Alf, the animated series in 1987. Other shows at the time made the same creative choice. Ruby Spears was discontinued from 1983 to 85, and Chuck Norris in 1986. It was an easy way to make the characters more relatable and appeal to people to capitalize on their existing celebrity, and cheaper than animating a full 22-minute episode.
And Escobar didn't see that coming.
Nintendo cereal
Hogan Rock Wrestling, another show that benefits from the use of live action and animated versions of the characters in the series. Danny Wells was cast as his brother Luigi. Wells had extensive television experience with shows like Columbo, Chips, Fantasy Island, 8 is Enough, Happy Days, The Greatest American Hero, 18, The Jeffersons, and voice acting experience on Heathcliff and the Real Ghostbusters. That's Heathcliff and the Real Ghostbusters, two different shows. Imagine? The animated Mario segments included Genie Elias as Princess Toadstool, John Stalker as Toad, and Mark Gadget as King Koopa. The live-action segments had a different guest each episode. Sergeant Slaughter, Elvira, Cyndi Lauper, Ernie Hudson, Danica McKellar, Rowdy Roddy Piper, Magic Johnson, Patrick Dempsey, and every kid's favorite, Norman South. Deke Shane was lead Captain Maurice LaMarche, voice of Deke's own very popular cartoon character Inspector Gadget to play. Inspector Gadget as a recurring live-action character in the world of Mario and Luigi. While the animated segments of the Super Mario Bros. Super Show were scripted, Albano has said that the live-action parts were mostly improvised. That live-action improvisation likely contributed to the realism of the show, giving it a manic, raw sensibility, harking back to Let It Go. It's fine. That live-action improvisation likely contributed to the realism of the show, giving it a manic, raw sensibility, harking back to hosting big shows in the past, like Captain Kangaroo or Bozo the Clown. But it also left characterization of two Nintendo icons up to the choices made by Albano and Wells in the moment. That's Albano. I should have figured it out. I should have put in Captain Lou every single time is what I should have done. Captain Lou. The Legend of Zelda segments were given the same creative freedom to develop the characters and world of Hyrule however they deemed appropriate for the audience. The majority of the episodes were written by veteran Bob Forward, a writer on shows like Masters of the Universe, Brave Star, Cops, Rambo, and the Filmation Ghostbusters. That's Rambo and the Filmation Ghostbusters, two different shows. Can you imagine? Link is a self-righteous teen out to save the princess, who is pretty capable herself. According to Forward, their playful banter inspired directly by Bruce Willis and Sybil Shepherd's characters on Moonlighting, a they'd love each other if they didn't hate each other so much kind of relationship. Link's "excuse me, princess" catchphrase was inspired by Steve Martin's "well, excuse me" catchphrase, and begrudgingly included by Forward at the request of Robbie London. A fairy named Sprite inspired by Disney's Tinkerbell joined Link and Zelda on their adventures, which generally followed the same format every episode from setup to conclusion. The Super Mario Bros. Super Show kicked off every episode with the familiar theme music from the game, with new orchestration and also lyrics. Rap lyrics. Plumber Rap was composed by Saban Shuki Levy and features two verses. The first verse opens the show and establishes Mario and Luigi as the titular Mario brothers, who are the fastest plumbers in town despite the lack of visibility their business has thus far attained. But they are available should your plumbing need treatment. I'm paraphrasing, of course. They put it so much more elegantly. The important part is, you're in for a treat, so hang on to your seat, get ready for adventure and remarkable feats. While the theme music plays, Lou Albano and Wells as Mario and... Albano? Yeah. Albano. Lou Albano. Okay, Albanjo. I'm going to say Albanjo. While the theme music plays, Lou Albano and Wells as Mario and Luigi ham it up in front of a green screen, once again appearing to improvise their movements in real time. Upon the close of each episode, we learn that the dance is called the Mario, and they are...
That is not going to keep him
doing it.
Keeping up the intensity of his rush. He's already become more and more driven since becoming
the second verse actually opens the animated Mario segment, explain how these two ordinary Italians living in Brooklyn, New York, suddenly found themselves transported to the Russian kingdom and in fight for their lives and survival of all the citizens of the realm. I'm paraphrasing, of course. They said it so much more elegantly. Found the secret warp zone while working on a train, lend the princess a hand in the Russian land, join the action of the plumbers, you'll be hooked on the brothers. The Super Mario Bros. Super Show was distributed by Viacom, who's recently purchased MTV Networks. MTV was not just a marketing partner for the series, but also highly influential in pop culture in general, and thereby the construction of the Mario Bros. Super Show. They were the trendsetters with respect to fashion, language, and culture, but also the cutting edge of video production and television series development. MTV's rise in popularity went hand in hand with the popularity of pop music at the time. Because of that, they historically found ways to incorporate. I said that in the research. after last night with Kate. I said incorporate. She was like, incorporate?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's clearly Lesnar's mentality, which served him well.
Because of that, Dean historically found ways to incorporate popular... Oh, God, this is... I can't throw to first now.
Surfboard submission.
Incorporate? That doesn't even sound like a word anymore. Because of that, Deke historically found ways to incorporate popular music into their shows. Hit video, Hulk Hogan's Rocket Wrestling, both the Super Mario Bros. Super Show and Captain N for some hit music as part of the soundtrack. Super Mario Bros. Super Show ran from September 4th to December 1st, 1989. 65 episodes Monday. Friday, Deke produced a second Nintendo-themed series that aired 13 episodes once a week on Saturdays beginning September 9th. Captain N, the Game Master, acted as a showcase for several of the non-Mario game characters that Deke had originally intended to incorporate into the never-produced Super Mario Bros. Power Hour, Mega Man, Metroid, Kid Icarus, Castlevania, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. For more about the history of Captain N, check out our video. This is Captain N, linked in the description below. 2 shows weren't enough for Deke. 65 episodes of a third officially licensed Nintendo show called King Koopa's Cool Cartoons was designed for local broadcast and initially tested in Los Angeles on KTTV 11 with the hope of expanding to other markets. A live-action kids club-type show in the style of Captain Kangaroo and Goes of the Clown hosted by King Koopa, a guy in a suit with the King cartoons that were so old they were public domain, reading fan mail and staking contests for the studio audience. The only connection to Mario Brothers and Nintendo was the use of the names, the rough appearance of King Koopa, and framed portraits of Mario and Luigi. While the Super Mario Show and Captain N have maintained a national fan base over the years, the limited local broadcast audience for King Koopa's Cool Cartoons has resulted in another show from the era landing on the list of lost movies either by accident or on purpose. 1989 was a very busy time for Deke and Nintendo. 3 new series, all with the same goal of maximizing exposure of Nintendo's characters and capitalizing on the white-hot popularity of the